So today we're going to be working with lentils. They have so many nutritious benefits to them. And if prepared properly and with really good flavoring, they can be extremely fulfilling and delicious and packed with protein. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a Mexican green chili sauce. So to a blender, I'm going to add some green bell pepper as well as some jalapenos. And I'm also going to be adding in some green onions. And I'm going to go ahead and add in a handful of cilantro and some lime juice. You can use freshly squeezed lime juice or you can use it out of the bottle, whichever you prefer is fine. And I'm going to use some Roma tomatoes as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and just blend all of that up. And then after that, we're going to add in the spices. But as you can see, I'm using a smaller blender today. So to ensure that this doesn't get overworked and overloaded, we got to do it in 2 steps. But if you are using a larger blender, larger cup, feel free to add everything in all at once. You don't need to split it up into 2 steps. As you can see though, this is blending now very nicely, and we want to go ahead and get this pretty smooth, but not too smooth just yet, because like I said, we're going to be adding in those spices. So to this, we're going to add even more green bell pepper, cilantro, Roma tomatoes, and if you want to add in more green onions, you can. But the spices I'm using for this is going to be some garlic powder, some cumin, coriander, and then you want to do, salt to taste. You can add the salt now or you can wait and add it in a later step, but you definitely want to salt it to your taste. But yeah, this is a super simple and easy Mexican green sauce. Chili sauce. We do have some green chilies. You can opt to add these in here, but I prefer to have the green chilies be in small diced pieces opposed to pureed down. So I've made this dish several times, and now I just add the green chilies in opposed to putting it in the blender. But if you don't want those small pieces, by all means, throw them in the blender with the rest of the veggies. Now that our sauce is done and blended up, these are the green chilies that I was talking about in the can that I'm going to be using, and our green lentils. You want to make sure that you thoroughly rinse your lentils off, just to make sure they're clean and there's no other debris in your bag of lentils. And then to a pot, I'm just going to heat up some olive oil. I'm going to lightly saute a diced onion and some fresh minced garlic until that is fragrant. So just about 2 to 4 minutes. And then to that, I'm going to add in all of my Mexican green chili sauce to the pot. And we're going to go ahead and let this cook a little bit as well, just to make sure that those flavors are coming through and those spices have time to actually cook a little and become fragrant. Then from there, we're going to notice that there's a slight change in color. So it gets darker, like a deeper green. And that's because we've allowed time for those spices to really cook through and come through. So your house should be smelling extremely good right now. And then to that, we're going to go ahead and add in that full can of green chilies in there. And we're going to let that cook for just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our lentils to this. Once you finish adding all your lentils to your pot, you want to go ahead and mix this together very well, making sure that all your lentils are coated in your green chili sauce. And then we're going to place the lid back on the pot and allow that to cook in the sauce itself before we add in our broth. So the broth that I'm using today is I'm going to be using Better Than Bouillon veggie broth. If you just have regular veggie broth, just pour that straight in. And then because this is a broth concentrate, I'm adding water. But like I said, if you just want to use vegetable broth, then feel free to just go ahead and pour that straight in. And then we're going to go ahead and give that a stir, place the lid on it, and cook this until your lentils are tender for about 30 to 40 minutes on a medium to medium low heat. And this is what it looks like. It is amazingly delicious. So let me know what you guys think of this recipe down in the comment section down below. If you like this video, give your girl a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.